Yay! Here we go. So today I am here with one of my students, Penny.
Hello.
She's been very kind to tell us about the experience that we had together through one of my mentorship, Confident Italian. And I'm going to interview her like a celebrity that she is because she's been doing great. And she will tell her experience and how things have been for her, how it was for her before, and I can't wait. So I'm just gonna ask you a couple of questions.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
Cool. Okay. So first of all, what made you start learning Italian, and why did you come here? To
So,
me.
so my boyfriend is Italian,
Yeah.
and his dad grew up in Sicily. So most of his dad's family are still in Sicily. So we've gone a couple of times to see them, and all his family speak Italian. So I just thought it would be really nice to learn and be able to communicate properly with his family, because his family in Sicily don't speak a lot of English.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought it would be nice to learn that, like, for him and for his family as well.
Sure.
So when we first started dating, I just started learning Italian on like Duolingo, and did that for a good, like, I don't know,
Wow.
3 years. Yeah. And then I started to kind of do it a bit more seriously. And I think Duolingo was good in terms of like the basics and some vocabulary and stuff. And then I started listening to podcasts and then just taking it a bit more seriously. And then it led me to you.
Yes, and then we met. But what made you decide that, hey, I actually would like to do some of Ermi's work? What is that? What kind of challenging were you experiencing that made you come to my work?
Yeah, good question. So I started feeling like I was plateauing a bit with my learning. So I felt like I was quite confident with a lot of the the kind of basic grammar stuff. I felt like I was just kind of doing the same thing every time, and then not being confident in my speaking. So I have a friend who's Italian, and her family don't speak English. Her mum does, and she does, but the rest of her family don't speak English, and neither does her boyfriend. And I kind of knew I was going to see them, and when I saw them, I just felt at such a loss of what to say. And if I maybe was a little bit more confident, maybe had practiced a bit more, then I could speak to them and be more confident in asking how they were, and how particular aspects of their life were. But I just kind of, because I was not that confident, I just didn't say much. I was just kind of like, oh, come sta?
Oh, okay. So was it that I could see two things? It was basically about not being able to progress,
Yeah.
and plateauing, and at the same time not being able to use what you knew already in speaking, and it was mainly because of a confidence thing.
Yeah, exactly. Right. And and sometimes, like, not being able to express myself fully with the words. I needed the confidence, but some words I was maybe missing because I hadn't really done a huge amount of speaking practice.
Okay.
So it just wasn't all there.
It wasn't there yet. Yes. And what has changed since we started working together?
So I feel a lot more confident. I feel like we were talking about earlier, when I go to Italy, we were talking about what I can do to kind of make the most out of being there and speaking Italian. And you said just to speak to people, even if you don't need to speak to them, like, just
right.
pick up conversation. And I feel like I could do that because I feel more confident in it. And I also don't feel like it's bad to make mistakes. And like, you know, we embrace any mistakes that we make when we make mistakes on your course. And
Yes.
I feel like, yeah, I feel like it's a lot easier to do that, and it's a lot easier to express myself. And yeah, I feel more confident. I feel like I've progressed significantly as well. So when I go to Italy, I feel like I'll really be able to get a lot out of it.
Yeah. And we've been working together for about 12 weeks now. So I'm happy that, you know, all your work paid off.
Yeah.
And can you share like any wins that you maybe remember?
Yes.
Specific one?
Yes, absolutely. So even just like the little things like stringing an improvised sentence together, just doing that, like the feeling you get after, it's like, oh, I did that, you know, I did that without.
And you communicated.
Yeah, and I communicated. You understand what I'm trying to say. And even just like speaking more with like my boyfriend's family, like maybe they'll speak to me a little bit in Italian, and I'm not shying away from doing that. I'm not answering in English.
I remember this was a big goal of yours when we first met.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's really nice. It's nice. It's always quite validating.
I missed you a little bit. Okay, so you said it's quite nice. It was validating. Okay.
Yes, validating when also they're like, they seem like proud of me for like speaking in Italian and like answering back in Italian and things like that.
Yes. Nice. Cool.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like my boyfriend's dad will do it like, yeah, it's great.
Okay, that's nice. That's really nice to know.
And also, I think there might be a little bit of lag, but and also, yeah, learning new ways to practice Italian and to learn it. And also I feel kind of more motivated than ever now because I've come so far, and it's like, I'm not going to give up now.
No, of course not.
That would be silly. Yeah, so it's just been really great.
Yeah, I'm glad. So overall, you felt that you enjoyed it, and then you felt also like not just about improving the language, but also about strategies to keep the language up that helped you.
Yeah, definitely.
That's good to know. And by the way, thank you for sharing that, because during our conversation or before, I also got some ideas that I would like to use in the future. So, you know, it's not just you, but it's also me that I find you, like what you say and the things that you've done, inspiring for me to keep on improving. So thanks for that. And I would like to ask you, what would you tell someone who is considering doing my program or any kind of work with me, and they are like, I'm not really sure, should I do it? What would you say to them?
I mean, it seems really obvious, but like, just do it. because if this is something you want to do, I think it's actually quite rare to have something that's so beneficial to your life. It will develop you in so many ways, like your brain, your confidence, like your life, your holidays, you know, it will just add an extra level to it. If you want to do it, then just bite the bullet and do it, because it's really, like, it is worth it. And yeah, that, I mean, you know, I found you through testimonials, and I hope someone is finding you through this testimonial and do it.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. It's like it comes to a full circle, right?
Yeah, literally, exactly.
You seeing someone testimonial say, oh, I would like to do that. And now you've done it. And then you're
Yeah.
here and then you're on the other side and you're saying, guys, this is worth it. Do it because
Yeah.
you're going to actually really get a lot out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And even like I got a lot out of it, even with the Italian, but also like in my life in English. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Really?
yeah, you know, because you talk about them being coaching sessions, like Italian coaching sessions, and they are coaching sessions to do with Italian, but also they're very thought-provoking as well in just general life, because you're talking about things in Italian, but it's talking about your life day to day and your life in general. So like it was very thought-provoking for me. I, you know, had lots of like nice reflections about my life and telling you stories and things like that. So it was just really nice.
That makes me so happy to know that. And I really appreciate it because one of my intention is to be thought-provoking when
Yeah.
I want you to speak Italian, of course, but Italian is also a way, like you say, to create and develop your life.
Yeah.
Because I believe that a language, it helps us describe and express what's going on in our life. And so why not use it also as a tool to create and develop what we already have and feeling more fulfilled in us. So I'm very happy that you picked on that and that helped you as well. Okay, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Oh yes, I do want to add. One of the things I was concerned about was managing my time, because I work full time. I generally like do a lot of like things outside of work as well, like see friends, see family, like hobbies, like watch TV as well, which I consider a hobby, really, but like that.
Okay.
So I was kind of like, how will I fit it in? And I was able to, because obviously you can be super flexible with it. And I even like fit it into the stuff that I do. So like I'd take my dog for a walk and then I'd listen to one of the recordings for one of the tasks, or, you know, I'd be like brushing my teeth and listening to one of your voice notes and then responding in the 2 minutes after that. Do you know what I mean? It is doable even if you have a busy life. So yeah, I think
that's how you also Italianize your life. I'm so happy. Great job. You did such a great job. I'm very proud of you, all the things that you have achieved and all the things that you have learned. And as you said, this is just the beginning because, you know, more is coming for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I wish you the best of luck with it. Thank you for your time. And if you who is watching would like to know more about any of my program or would like to apply, I will put a link below so you can book a call and we can talk about it. And maybe you will be the next success story, just like Penny. Thank you so much. Okay, bye everyone.
Bye everyone.
Wait a minute.